On June 19, 2011, 50 youth and 10 adults from St. Luke's flew to Detroit, Michigan for a week-long mission trip. Detroit has the highest poverty level among large U.S. cities. About a third of Detroit's residents live below the federal poverty level. 10,000 individuals and families are homeless every night. The public school graduation rate is only 25%.
Going on my first mission trip has been really life-changing. I really never expected anything like this. And, you know, in a place where we have, like, everything, it's kind of cool to see how other people live.
The St. Luke's group was divided into 6 work teams, which worked on different projects throughout the week. Several of the teams weeded and planted in local urban gardens, which helped to reclaim unused land and provide fresh food for local citizens.
First day, we were just gardening, picking weeds and shoveling dirt and just overall helping out at this urban garden. And the guy that was working there, his name was Bill, he just came up to us and he said, "Guys, thank you so much. You don't understand how much this does. It would have taken me months to do this all by myself," and that was pretty cool.
One of the work teams cleaned up a building which had been burned. Much of the week was spent cleaning and restoring the front yards of abandoned homes. This prevented drug dealers from using the homes, made the neighborhood safer for kids to play in, and helped keep the values in the neighborhoods from dropping. A record 47 yards and homes were cleaned in 3 days.
My favorite part of the trip was probably seeing the houses that we were working on before, and then when we were walking away, seeing them afterwards and seeing how much they've changed. I would recommend other youth go on a trip like this because it's just a lot of fun and you work really hard, but at the end of the day you feel so good about it and it really brings you a lot closer to God.
And we all got really close. And at the beginning of the trip, you know, we all sort of knew each other and we saw each other around Sly and stuff, but then by the end of the trip we were all best friends, and that was really cool.
My favorite part of the trip was getting to know all the kids. I mean, I've always come to church, but I've never really liked going, but now that I've met all the kids here, I think I want to go more.
On the last day, several of the groups helped at a church, which had been broken into and vandalized. The landscaping and parking lot at the church and parsonage were cleaned up, and repairs and improvements inside the church were made.
The most emotional experience for me was probably at the church on Friday, where this woman who worked at the church was so glad and so happy to see 60 kids come and work that she started crying, and that was pretty touching.
During the week I learned how different their lifestyle is from ours, because I'd never really expected how bad all the neighborhoods would be and how bad their lives are and how like 50% of people are below poverty line. Just wasn't expecting that at all.
You don't know what the state of the rest of the world is like until you see a city like Detroit that's so devastated but so hopeful. It's great to be able to step out of your comfort zone and experience this and see the world from a new view.
It wasn't all work for the team. They held devotions every evening and enjoyed a dance party. They visited several sites in the Detroit area, including a worship service at nearby Second Ebenezer Church and a Detroit Tigers baseball game, complete with fireworks.
My one lasting memory, looking back 5 years after this mission trip, will be the people that came up to us in the community and just talked to us and thanked us for helping trying to improve their conditions.
I learned that it's actually really fun to put someone else's needs before your own.
I've learned that God doesn't just, you don't just pray in the Bible. You actually got to go out and you got to show God's love for other people.